Hi guys, this is Urena and I'm just making this clip with another life lesson learned about marriage. The second time me and my husband had a marriage breakdown, we got to the spot again where it was a matter of don't want to do it anymore. We just got there again, and I'm sure we are not the only ones. I know everybody goes through that. I don't know if you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 marriage breakdowns. It doesn't matter how many you have, as long as you overcome them. We had altogether 3. The first one I shared with you in another video. You can have a look at that. The second one happened where things happen. I don't have to go into any details, obviously, because you know what? We all have the same story in marriages. Marriages break down for a reason. So if they do break down, you know what? Your reasons might be pretty much the same as everybody else's. Okay? But the point is that I came to the place where I felt absolutely nothing for my husband. Not only nothing, but I was on a scale of 0 to 100. I was actually minus 100. Some men might not be able to comprehend this, but the women, I'm sure, know exactly what I'm talking about. My feelings towards my husband were minus 100. I absolutely hated his guts. I hated his look. I hated his walk, his talk, his appearance, absolutely everything. I could not stand him at that time. And it was really repulsive to me. That's how bad it was. It's okay, guys. My husband knows about it. We are honest about our feelings. The only time you can fix something is really if you're honest about how you feel and what your problem is. Okay? It's not like, oh, how dare you feel like that. It just happens. Stuff happens. And we can fix it if we want to, or we can just say, oh, well, you shouldn't have, and leave it at that. However, my feelings were minus 100. I shared it with some close friends about how I felt. All I got was encouragement about this can work. You're both in the same boat. You just need to work out a solution. There was never, ever anybody around me that said, well, you should leave him, he's not good, blah, blah, blah. Because you know what? They would have been just listening to my point of view, my view about what was happening, not his. People can only make decisions based on 3 sides, his, hers, and the truth. Yes? So those 3 sides are always there. However, still based on my point of view, my friend shared with me how she overcame her marriage breakdown with her husband. And she suggested I read a book, and it was called The Power of a Prayerful Wife. Well, she did even better than that. She dropped the book off the next morning because she knew how desperate I was and how serious the situation was. Long story short, I read the book. I did the first prayer. And ladies, I can tell you, if you believe in the supernatural or not, if you believe in God or not, when your heart speaks out, when you, from the bottom of your heart, ask for help, you will receive. It says, ask and you shall receive. Anyway, I prayed the prayer that night with my minus 100 feelings towards my husband, and I went to bed all by myself. My husband always went late, I went early, so because we hated each other that much. The next morning I woke up and something's changed. It wasn't until sort of through the day that I realized, gee, I can look at my husband and not feel I want to kill him, I want to rip his head off. I listen to his voice and it sounds okay. I see him walk and it doesn't irritate me. There was nothing that irritated me about him or repulsed me or nothing. My feelings were on neutral. And I realized that what the prayer did for me was took away all my angry, bitter, miserable, hating feelings that I had towards my husband and my situation. I was actually on neutral. And from then on, I was able to build upon my neutral feelings. And it would have been, I suppose, up to me which way I wanted to go. Well, I went up. So I just want to encourage you guys. Stuff happens in marriages. Everybody goes through it, just at different times, different stages of their lives. But you are not alone. There is help out there. If you talk to the right people, they will only encourage you. Do not listen to people that tell you, you should leave him or you should leave her. Wrong advice. You should always think reconciliation. You should always think solutions. This is not just about you. If you're married and you have children, you know what? Now I believe that once you're married and you have children, you lose the right to separate, because it's not about you anymore. You have brought children into this world and you'll stuff them up if you do divorce. I know divorce rate is 50%, which is very, very sad. But you know what? It's because people don't know how to be a husband, how to be a wife, how to have a good marriage, how to overcome problems. And they just leave it for so long that in the end, it's just like, well, they just walk away, where they could have said, okay, we have a problem, let's work on it. We have a problem, let's find a solution. Let's make this work. So please, always look for solutions, look for ideas, look for the right people to talk to that can help you, that can encourage you, and that they maybe go through it with you. You're not alone out there. And marriage is a wonderful thing. It's not easy, but it's great. So there's another life lesson learned that I've learned, and I like to share with the word, hoping that somebody will get something out of this, and just letting you know prayers do work.